Today, you somehow wake up, do little yoga, and even go up to the level of Kirtan, Guru Puja, then 9 o'clock flat. Then for 1 week, nothing moves. Again, after a week, you attend karma webinar, try to break from that pattern. Again, 2 days, things move. Again, you are back to square one, sometimes even square zero. This is what I call feeling stuck in the pattern. Feeling stuck in the pattern. Understand, unless you give a breakthrough, you give a break for yourself, unless you decide to break from this karma pattern, completion never happens. Fulfillment can happen only when you break from karma pattern. I tell you, I have seen millions of beings, not just human beings, Gandharva, Kinnara, Kimburuda, Yaksha, Rakshasa, Bhuta, Preta, Pichacha. I have seen all types of beings. With that clarity I am talking to you. I tell you, every problem you face is your decision taken in the past. Every obstacle you face in your life is your decision you took in the past, knowingly or unknowingly. You can decide now strongly for life. You will see everything, all the best things of life expressing itself. All the best things of life radiating itself. Upanishads are so clear. They are declaring there is no other way. Evam vai na anyatetosti na karma lipyate nare. If you want to be liberated from the karmas, there is no other way. There is no other way to be liberated from the karmas. There is no other way man can free himself from the bondage created by the deeds. Kurvan neveha karmani jijivishecha samaha evam vayinanyatetosti na karma lipyate nare. There is no other way by which a man can free himself from the bondage created by the deeds. Understand, if your decisions and actions have created certain bondage, only by deciding for life and acting, you will be free from those bondages. One more thing you need to know, even a laziness is an action action by you out of your decision against life. So when you decide for life, the laziness, tiredness, boredom, hatred, anger, everything will melt down. Everything will be cleared. So decide, listen, decide for life. Decide for life. Decide for life.
Yes, beautifully Swamiji explains how we need to decide for life and how this whole um, impact of the thought currents that we have inside reflects on our life. And let's go through a few of the powerful cognitions that Swamiji has shared in this session. Recognizing the karma pattern in which you are stuck and that thought current in which you are stuck and deciding to liberate yourself from that thought current is vidya. If you have a thought current which can cause some health issues, be informed that thought current can never give you fulfillment in wealth also, and it can never lead you to enlightenment also. It cannot give you completion in any field of your life. So this is something very important that we can reflect on. Many times, we feel that this example itself, we can manifest wealth compromising on our health. So what does that mean? It means that this thought current itself is negative. This thought current itself will be the abusive, incomplete, and so even in wealth also it will not give us fulfillment, because it means that it's fundamentally coming from an incompletion. So we can reflect on that, how many times uh, we think that compromise is going to fulfill us. If we compromise on some aspect of our life for some other, then we'll have fulfillment. But Swamiji clearly says this, tells us that it doesn't work that way. And same with the repairing of thought current is not going to help. Only a replacing is going to help. And again, many times we just try to patch up, and some if some dimension of our life is not happening the way we want, then it means that the whole cognition, the whole thought current that we have needs to be changed, because we are supposed to just exist effortlessly, just manifesting what we want, right? From the space of Paramashivoham, this is the space that we are designed to live in. So if it's not happening, it means that whole thought currents needs to be changed. We can't be just superficial. And again, we should really look in and see how in many places in our lives we do that. We are too superficial in the way we question ourselves. We feel that maybe we're just doing something wrong, and we're not really looking into the source of what is the cognition and what is the thought current that we have, and being ready to replace it. So Swamiji says, when you have a problem, do not suspect just your actions. Suspect the very you, the very cognition, the very belief, inner image that you have, everything. And suspect that very you, because change, transformation, reinventing yourself, having a breakthrough from karma pattern, all this is easy and doable in simple decision of suspecting your very thought current. Yes, again, you should suspect the very you and be ready to completely transform. That is only the successful strategy. So again, also Swamiji, like many times we just question one aspect of our life, not ready to question the whole. That there's also something Swamiji says when even one aspect of your life is not happening. Say you're not able to have the relationships that you want, or having poor health. You should question the whole thing, your whole life, you as a whole, not just trying to see what is wrong in that dimension alone. So these are some of the understandings and powerful cognitions from this session. And now we'll be looking specifically at the decision that we have taken against life. See, whenever you have a karma pattern, okay, you may have some, whatever it may be, depression, or it may be fear. Finally, it will not impact you much if you don't take negative decisions from that pattern. It is the decision taken against life that are the real problem. So this is what we'll be looking at now. We're going to start by penning all the decisions that you have taken that were against life, that have caused you suffer. And then you'll be completing with all these, and from a new space of completion, you'll be writing down what for life decisions you are going to make. So you can start the exercise. And one more thing that we can relate with, that really uh, we are the byproduct of all the past decisions that we have taken. So if we are not able to live the way we want, we really have to see how we have ended up here, what kind of decisions we have taken that led us here. So this is what we'll be doing now. Be showing the slide, the assignment. Go through it once more. Pen down all the decisions against life that you have taken, complete with all of them, and decide for positive, for life decisions instead. take a few more minutes to pen down. And it's really about the context from which we take decisions. Whenever we say no to life, whenever we say that we decide that we are not going to do, and that is what ends up putting us in suffering. Actually, one day Swamiji shared that even failing is not painful. You will learn. You will move forward. Not doing, that is painful. When you just close the door and you just say no and you just move back, that is painful. That is the real suffering.
Swamiji says the real failure happens when we stop trying, when we stop saying yes to life. Even in today's satsang, Swamiji had mentioned that whenever we feel that our life is a failure or any these kind of self-beating, low self-inner image, these kind of ideas, Swamiji just said, take a look at the USK Foundation book or take a look at the Entruth website and just see how much Swamiji has gone through. May it be his hard work of rebuilding all the samrajyas, all the kingdoms, or may it be the persecution Swamiji has gone through. He has been able to do all of it just because of saying yes to life. Because of the tapas that his gurus performed on him and made him as a success story for all of us to take an example from. So, continuing to hold on to that cognition of deciding to say yes to life, you can continue.
Swamiji said you should never say no. Even if you feel that you are not going to be able to do whatever it is, just say yes. Always saying yes. Whenever life gives an opportunity, always say yes. Because everything in our life is given to us by Paramashiva. Whenever an opportunity is given to you, just recognize it as something auspicious. It is given to you, it is happening, manifesting for a reason. It is a gift from the cosmos. So don't even think twice. Just straight away say yes to it. Later, you will find out how to make it happen and you will do all of that. But always saying yes. With this understanding, take a few more minutes, look in, pen down, and make sure to spend a few minutes doing the completion as well. And decide what for life decisions you are going to take. Let's continue. All right. So finally, this whole thing is very simple. There's only one attitude to have with life. Is to always say yes to life. That doesn't mean that we'll say yes to whatever people want. We're not saying to be naive, innocent in the wrong sense, but always saying yes whenever life gives opportunity. And now, since we have said no to life in the past, you just need to recreate the space complete, and from that space of completion, continuously just take positive decisions. And you will see that itself, with this very simple understanding, if you do this compression and if you always take care never to say no to life anymore, you will break karma patterns just by being positive itself. See, so many things. Now you'll be doing the compression process and looking back into your past. With that itself, you'll break so many patterns. Then there are some patterns you would break just spontaneously, where you have been saying no and resisting in the past. Just a simple positive decision to drop that itself will break the karma pattern. So just have that understanding and always decide to take life positive decisions. This is the essence of this session, this exercise. And feel free to share whatever understandings you've had. And even though it's a bit late, but anything that you still like to share, you can do so. And we have come to the end of today's sessions. We have discovered the different types of karma, especially the prarabdha karma, how all of us have a very unique path, a very unique life direction that we have taken birth to fulfill. And it is unique for each person. Only when we are aligned to this, we will experience fulfillment. And when we are aligned to this, we see that we can live spontaneously in the present moment without stress, without the need to continuously worry or think about what we are going to be doing next. And we just see that everything aligns continuously. We see that everything in life is taken care of. That is when we fulfill our prarabdha. So with this, we hope that you have an understanding about the science of karma. And my Lizzie Wong is thank you all for your teaching and guidance. Thank you very much, Ma, for sharing your feedback. We appreciate it. And yes, we hope that you all had insights into the science of karma today, able to apply it to your own life, able to see if you are aligned to your prarabdha and able to identify the karma patterns that you are facing. If you still have any question or doubt, feel free to ask. Even tomorrow again, we'll be happy to guide you. Feel karmas removed. Great, that's wonderful. Happy to guide you. Feel karmas removed. Great, that's wonderful. So thank you all for sharing. We'll be happy having you today. Always say yes. Yes, absolutely. And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll be receiving the darshan of Bhagavan Dakshinamurti and learning the science of unclutching. Very powerful meditation process. And you will be able, with this meditation process, to instantly experience the space of the present moment. And not only that, but unclutching, once you really master it, it will help you to face any life situation without feeling affected inside. You can always have the space of restful awareness inside. So with this process, it will open the doors to many spiritual experiences and possibilities in our life. So this is what we'll be discovering tomorrow. We look forward to seeing you again. Make sure to be there, of course, for Nityananda Yoga, first session of the day, 3 hours of Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama. And with this, let's conclude with the Purna Mantra. Let's offer our gratitude to Swamiji and create a space of completion within ourselves.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashivoham Padukarpanamastu Om Nityanandam.
Thank you all, Nityanandam.
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham Om Nityananda.
Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of Mahabharat War, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization consisted of 10,000 Hindu traditions, or sampradayas, that existed in 56 Hindu nations, 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1,700 Hindu provinces that covered more than 6 million kilometers square of Asia. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, this ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. Kailasa is an unbroken cultural, religious, historical, civilizational, and sovereign continuation and revival of multiple of these historical Hindu sovereign states and Hindu ecclesiastical entities. The unbroken continuity of these ancient Hindu nations through Kailasa results in the legal recognition of Kailasa as per the international customary law, particularly the doctrine of continuity. The international law, the doctrine of continuity, implies that upheavals and revolutions within a country, changes in government, territorial adjustments, measures taken during military occupation, or other internal transformations do not negate the existence of the country, do not affect the legal personality and international obligations of the country or state. The Vienna Convention on Succession of States in respect of treaties, 1978, addresses these principles of the doctrine of continuity as it outlines international law during situation of state succession or continuation. International law recognizes a state's legal personality by recognizing its identity. This perspective extends even during the period when the given state or country is annexed or occupied by a foreign power. Even in such cases, the legal personality of the state is considered to persist, enabling its subsequent re-establishment. Historical examples dating back to the 18th century include cases like Portugal and Genoa that were re-established after the Vienna Congress of 1815. More recent examples include countries such as Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, and Austria that were re-established after World War II. Even when a nation is deprived of its territory, the nation continues to exist. Its sovereignty and international legal personality continues to persist. The Dalai Lama, as the spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet, exemplifies this principle. In 1959, the Dalai Lama was exiled and forced to flee. Despite the challenges faced, the Dalai Lama continues to advocate for the preservation of Tibetan culture and garners worldwide support for Tibetan autonomy on the global stage. Similarly, from 1309 to 1376, the Pope of Catholicism had been in exile in Avignon. Despite this, he was recognized as the head of state as well as head of the church and given full privileges of the position after their return to Rome. Even in 1861, much of the papal territories had been lost, leaving the Pope with no sovereign territory other than the papal residence and related buildings. Yet his temporal powers were still acknowledged. He was recognized as a head of state, and later, the Lateran Treaty of 1929 formally re-established papal sovereignty over the Vatican City. The Sovereign Order of Malta further exemplifies this principle, retaining international recognition as a sovereign entity despite the permanent loss of their territory upon Napoleon's invasion in June 1798. Despite such permanent loss of territory, the sovereignty and the international legal personality of the Sovereign Order of Malta